extra focused because I saw her fall in that second game, and she stood up, and I knew that, you know, if she can still walk and she can still put weight on it and stuff, then, you know, she's going to obviously go more for her shots and stuff like that. But, yeah, I kept cool, I kept serving well, and just kind of made her run. So I'm pleased with how I managed to keep composed. I definitely do feel like I have a bit of an advantage there. I sleep at home in my own bed, have home-cooked food, have my friends and family here, and I also feel like I have a bit of a home court advantage when I step out on court. The crowd is always supporting me and are really sweet to me, so that means a lot too. And then I think it helps that I've played so well here in the past, so it's just a great combination.
That's it. Angelica by smiling Tayo. Who will smile?
Of course, she has to smile. I mean, she's in a great run of form. Two-time finalist at the U.S. Open.
Wow.
She loves the court. Obviously, she started the tournament at number 74.
That's right.
And on her way to the semi-final, she's already taken out 2 top 10 players.
That's what it is.
So it tells you she's playing with confidence right now. But she plays Angelica Kerber in the semi-finals, and that's going to be a very tough one for her.
Very, 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 very tough. Okay, that's it for the U.S. Open, but you can keep the conversation going on Twitter. It's channels_sports. Let's talk about the 2016 Paralympic Games. Tayo, the touch is traveling to Rio de Janeiro. It should be there now. And when the touch is there and is lit, let the games begin.
Yeah, we're just going to wait for the ceremony, for the opening ceremony. I mean, the touch is in Rio already. I mean, that's it there when he arrived. And it just signals the fact that the competition is about to start. It's D-Day now, and I can't wait. Austin, I mean, we have our Nigerians there as well, so they're ready to compete. Been in camp for a while, and they're there finally ready to compete. It's the opportunity they've been waiting for 4 years.
Wow.
You know, Austin, for the elite athletes, you can argue whether the Olympics is the pinnacle of their career. You can argue it. It's debatable. But for the Paralympians, there's no doubt about it. I mean, where else do they go?
Yeah.
What Diamond League races do they...
biggest achievement.
This is it for them. This is it for them. So that's why I'm very excited about it. I imagine the Brazilians are going to be out in mass to actually support these Paralympians, Austin. Yeah,
not just Brazilians, Nigerians should do the same.
Yeah.
Let's support our athletes. Let's monitor their progress. Even when they are not winning, give them support. It's all about the spirit of fair play.
Yes.
It's all about them being included, you know.
Inclusion,
it just does a lot, Tayo. I mean, when you look at their life and what it has done for them being sports person, it's inexplicable.
Exactly. I mean you can't quantify, the importance of these particular games for people with, special needs and people that are physically challenged. So, like I said, Austin, from the 7th to the 18th of September, it's going to be action-packed.
Right.
I expect to see some very interesting, some very explosive times, as well too, because some of these guys have talent, they're very talented, and I can't wait. And Austin as well, to the couple of Olympic refugee athletes there as well too. So
lovely.
Yeah, it wasn't a one-off. Yeah, so it's a continuation from what happened at the Rio Olympics. Let's just quickly, listen to the president of the International Paralympic Committee, Philip Craven. He's been speaking ahead of the games.
As we gather today for the creation of the Rio 2016 Paralympic flame, we can't forget the internal flame burning within all our athletes' hearts that will be shining brighter than ever at these games. It's only 4 years, it isn't only 4 years of training and hard work that will be on display at these games. It's a lifetime of incredible perseverance, grit, and overcoming hurdles that are part of every Paralympian's DNA.
Okay, yeah, President of the International Paralympic Committee, Philip Craven there. Austin, like I said, it's going to be fun-packed. It's going to be a lot of action from the
records will
7th.
be broken.
Yeah, records will be broken, definitely. That's one thing to always look forward to at Paralympic Games. Records always get shattered.
Yeah.
So let the games begin, Austin, like we said.
Let the games begin, and when you see that flame, you just get into the mood. The Paralympics is here before us. I will still stay in Brazil. What's up with the police?
I don't know. What do you want up with the police?
I don't know, because I'm letting go of Iki. What's wrong?
Incredible. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on there, Austin. I mean, maybe you can explain to me better.
The former head of the Olympic Council of Ireland, Patrick Hickey, arrived at the police station in Rio de Janeiro amidst claims the Brazilian police that they have overwhelming proof he led an illegal ticketing ring at the Rio Games and are preparing to make a formal accusation later in the week. The Brazilian police, they are working seriously to make sure that everyone that tried to bring the games to disrepute is brought to the law. Patrick Hickey will be accused, along with Kelvin Malone, the Director of International Sports Hospitality, with scalping, ambush marketing, and criminal association. Rio de Janeiro Police Chief Ricardo Barbosa reported. Tayo, this is it. Integrity check everywhere.
Yep.
We'll make sure that people are accountable, that no form of left-handedness is allowed in sports.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fallout from, what happened at the Rio Games when he was arrested on allegations of, selling tickets illegally. So we'll see what comes out of this particular case. The police have made their case finally now, so it looks like this one might just go the long haul. So yeah, also let's just quickly move on from what's going on with the Brazilian police now to the UEFA presidency, where Spanish soccer boss Angel Maria Villa, has said, okay, I'm not going to contest. I'm no longer in contention to replace Michel Platini.
I don't know what's going on. Everyone is trying to back out. Everyone understands that there's serious integrity check going on.
Yes.
I don't know what is making him say he's backing out, but it just goes to show that if you don't have any form of credibility in European football now, don't come close.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say so, but then according to Villa himself, who is the acting, UEFA president, it says his decision is because representatives of the Spanish football asked him, to stand for re-election this year as head of his own country's federation. So he's got that one to do and decided, okay, let me just stick to being the head of the football association in Spain, rather than going continental and going to head UEFA. So his decision now means that 2 candidates left for the UEFA election next Wednesday, which will take place in Athens. Slovenian football boss Alexandra Keperin and his Dutch counterpart Michel van Praag. You remember Van Praag, right?
Also backed out of the FIFA presidency, Tayo. But for me, I don't know why the Spanish boss is backing out of these. It's a bigger challenge.
Surely,
and,
exactly.
He's just being real to himself. I'm not ready. Let me just do the one that I know I can control.
Let's stay local for now. As a football politician and administration, it still has a very long way to go. So you never rule out that he might actually come back, 4 years down the line to contest this particular post.
Before we go on the break, Tayo, let's talk about this achievement of Aaron Okwadri in table tennis. Tayo, when he was ranked 30th in the world, we made so much noise. We didn't know that this guy wasn't done. Now 25th in the world.
Incredible.
Wow.
Remarkable. Excellent. But we all knew it was going to go that route. We knew it was going to happen sooner rather than later. Especially after his performance, at the Rio Olympics, where he got to the quarterfinals. As the first African, to achieve that particular feat. So it's not a surprise to me at all. Like I always say about Aaron Okwadri, he has a great upside. He hasn't even reached his peak yet. He hasn't even reached his prime yet. With the right support. With the right support. That's the key right there. I don't see any reason why Aaron Okwadri can't be a top 10 player.
I agree.
The top 25 right now. That's how many places away from being top 10. 15 places away.
Wow.
It is very achievable with the right support. So the authorities, once again, starting from the very top, as the sports ministry, and then coming, to the bottom, the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation, do what you have to do to ensure that Aaron Okwadri achieves, his full potential as a table tennis player.
Tayo, what a story. In 2014, this guy was in the top 100, and then he made a remarkable U-turn. Took it to number 30. Now he's number 25 in the world. Who says we cannot do more for table tennis? What other guys like Emmanuel Augustine, Abayomi Animashaun, Aziz Sholanke, what Amadi Ume, they can look at Aaron Okwadri and get inspired.
It feels like he just, took the words right out of my mouth because I was about to say, the inspirational effects of Aaron Okwadri's, feat. Aaron Okwadri's ranking as the 25th best player in the world I mean, you can't really say, you can't really quantify. He's going to inspire the next generation because they look at him and they want to be like him. They want to surpass him.
That's right.
And yeah, all the best to him. He's going to the World Cup in Germany, you know, next month. Yeah, that's another competition to really look forward to, because I expect Arnold Quadri to go there and give a good showing.
That's right.
And who knows?
I know.
Based on what he's able to do, he might get to the top 20.
And I always remember what you say. When you start getting success, it gets tougher.
Of course it does.
Everybody wants to
It
beat
does.
you. Wherever he's playing Arnold Quadri that is ranked, it's something in the world. He's playing the world number 25. That person
Yes.
is motivated
Yeah,
immediately.
everything you say again.
Yeah, you want to beat him. You know, get an upset, and everyone starts talking about you.
Yes.
So he needs to step up his game.
So
He needs
it's-
to do more.
So it's a lot of work for him
A
as
lot
well.
of
So, you
work,
know,
Tayo.
staying at the top is a lot tougher than, you know, getting to the top.
I agree.
Yeah.
Totally, I agree. Now let's find out what the European Clubs Association, they met, so much deliberations, but all is towards developing the game.
Yeah, towards developing the game. But remember a couple of weeks ago,
That's right.
you know, they reached the decision that the top 4 clubs in the world now, the top 4 leagues in the world actually, they will start getting automatic, you know, for 4 places automatically in UEFA Champions League. So that was the bottom line of that particular meeting.
That's
But
right.
let's just go quickly and listen to Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. That's the European Club Football Association chairman. He's been speaking on that and a lot more surrounding European club football.
And at the end, a good compromise, which is maybe not the best for nobody. But I believe the most important thing is there are no winners and no losers. I believe the new concept is not a revolution, it's just an evolution. And I'm convinced that at the end everybody will benefit. I believe everybody is convinced that UEFA will increase these amounts as a whole for both competitions. So the estimation now is something like 3 billion as a whole, and this is divided by different sources, and so at the end, as I said, I believe it's possible that everybody is benefiting as well from the financial point of view. So that is a good news, I would say, that everybody participating in Europe League and in Champions League can get more money. I would like to give you the example of my colleague Real Madrid, who, as everybody knows, last year won the Champions League title and kicking out in the semis Manchester City. But at the end, Manchester City got much more money thanks to the market pool than Real Madrid as winner. And I believe that was not very fair and serious, and that had been a bit corrected by UEFA.
So it's all about developing the game. Chairman of the European Club Association, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, talking about progress in the sport and all that is needed to achieve that. So that's it. Let's welcome Akintunde Bada Johnson. He joins us now to talk about all that's going down in your world of sports, and of course we'll review the paper. Bada, good to have you on the program.
Always feels fantastic to be here. Thanks for having me.
I know, and I'm sure the US Open got you talking in a way. Novak Djokovic, I just tell you, I'm worried. I'm worried. I want to investigate him. Why his opponent's retiring?
You've been saying that for a while now.
Whatever jazz is invested in is obviously paid off. Guys are retiring, due to injury.
Yeah.
And once he gets into, the final 4, you're sure there's no stopping him. He's going all the way. So he's had it easy. Maybe
Easy.
that's the signs of what to expect.
Signs. So what about in the women's singles? I mean, Serena Williams, chasing that record, 23rd major. Roger Federer is a record of saying she's going to win it. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
She's home.
That's right.
Yeah, there's massive support behind her. She's just smashed the record, I think, across both categories for the highest number of wins.
308.
Exactly. So she's on a roll, and it'll take something really special to stop Serena from winning another Grand Slam.
Wow.
I know. We'll just run through some selected World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, we'll run through that, and then we'll find out what the papers are saying this morning. on the program. But just before we do that, just to let you know that you can be part of the conversation. We want to read some tweets now. Talk to us on Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels -sports. That's it right there. Professor Inakina Chris says Quadri is a brand. The corporate companies should invest on him. He is the real table tennis deal. The next big thing. I totally agree. We'll leave that discussion. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about it. Don't go anywhere. Stay